Hey guys, it's time for the next episode of the Florencio Files, and over here on the right hand side, he is a Zerg player going for a nice early spawning pool on 14 there, a sheep. Now we'll see if his Welsh, his Kiwi, his New Zealand abilities are up to scratch. Some say he hails from Mexico, but his real origins lie deep within the sewers of Los Angeles. Up here in the left hand side in the blue, it's Florencio! For those who don't get it, people from both Wales and New Zealand are known to fornicate with sheep. And since Florencio is playing against a sheep, we're wondering if he's going to be able to fornicate with the sheep. That's what that was about. I don't think a sewer mermaid really has that normally in its playbook, but I feel like where there's a will, there's a way. And remember, Florencio, he is actually fueled not off power thirst, but off the tears of his opponents. So he is indeed, I think, just going to chill out here. Sends one probe down to the corner base. Of course, this map has actually just been removed from the map pool, by the way. Kind of sad about it. There's already Zerglings coming. Flo. You scouted an early pool. There's no way you get this up, right? Oh, they're attacking the wrong cannon. They need to kill that one first. I think Flo's... You gotta hit that cannon first. Oh, this is a really bad cannon rush. Whoa! What? He just microed around and now he's split up his targets. What the hell? All he needed to do was keep attacking the cannon, and then I think the probe attack moved. Oh, did he attack move the Zerglings and drones? I think the probe attack moved and they aggroed onto it. So Florencio was like, maybe he didn't actually target the cannon. A moves his probe, and then the probe suddenly in the AI goes, oh, that probe's a fighting unit because it's given an attack command. So the Zerglings and drones are like, well, that's just a building. Until the cannon finishes, they don't consider it a threat. So they all went to attack the probe, and then the Zerg went, no, get it. And they all were funneling into that little choke point. So only one Zerg was hitting it. Another Zerg came around. I can't believe it. There's no way that should have got up. But hats off to our Zerg player, Sheep, there, despite that disaster at the start. He says, I'm going to go take the gold. And Florencio's like, oi, dude, I was going to take this. Sheep's like, it's mine. It's mine, you piece of shit. Flo's going to get out of there. Do you think this probe makes it out, guys? I wonder. I don't think so. He's about to get hit. Oh, only one Zerg. You need to chase with two Zerglings. Otherwise, you will never kill a probe unless it cuts too many corners. Because you see, by the time the Zergling closes the gap, it'll get about 10 shields. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, down to 7. So you'll never kill a probe with one Zergling unless it stops moving, right? Which it very well may, but nope. Gonna go back to the wall. The cannon will protect it. Sorry, Zergling. Does get blitzed, ripped in half. Cannon's here doing a good job. Oh, that's clever. The spine's gonna be able to hit the pylon. I want to see Flo just build another pylon there. Meanwhile, a lair, a roach warren here. Lots of drones coming down with that gold base as well. It's a nice move, but hey, Flo's built 2 zealots. I feel like the hatch could have tanked damage there, but good chance it would have gone down. I mean, how do you get units down there to defend, right? Meanwhile, this spine says, hey, Pylon, how do you like hentai? The Pylon says, no thanks. I'm more of a browsers guy. The spine says, fuck you, and then rips his face off with his tentacle. Anyways, 2 spines, a Nidus worm gonna... Wait, why are we building spines if we're building a Nidus worm? Now I'm confused. Are we doing 1 base cheeky butthole? Are we going 1 base Nidus swarm host? Sheep. So dirty player, man. Cannons did just snipe a creep tumor. That spine's gonna take some damage, man. So he's gonna completely wall himself in on 1 base. I'd like to see him Nidus the corner base. That'd be cool. He's going to try to Nidus the crap out of Flo. Now, if Flo can get out some Stargate units, though, push back these Overlords, Nidus Swarmhost isn't really going to achieve a lot. And there's already 2 Zealots patrolling. He's ready for the Nidus Worm. I think Flo's got a handle on this. He's up to 28 probes, double gas on the natural, nice and fast. He's got that backup cannon in the main, as always. 1 cannon at the front, 1 in the main. Cannon container is still strong, and remember, he can always take that gold corner base whenever he likes. I kind of like this hatch at the 3rd. Pop out a Nidus here as well. Start assaulting the front of the base with the Locusts. Pretty sure 2 Zealots kill a Nidus worm before it can pop. He's going to start with the corner base. Actually, you could throw Locusts from there. I feel like, remember, these are inhibitor zones. So units go half speed through that. I feel like if you throw locusts from there, you will get in and you'll get 2 or 3 attacks before the locusts run out of life. Haha, what a Chad. That probe just killed a creep tumor, man. So for those who don't know, killing a creep tumor is actually a lot like popping a pimple. So if you guys have ever had one of those friends who has one of those really big, juicy, it's red around the outside, but you can see the big head of yellow pus. Whenever we've all had a friend who's had one of those and you're looking at it and you're going, I know it's disgusting, but I really want to pop it. And I feel like that's what that probe was feeling. It was like, ooh, went up and just started like friggin', when you pop it, it does spray on you. So you do have to have a shower after you clear a bit of creep. So anytime you guys see a few zealots, any melee units, basically zerglings, anything like that, killing creep tumors, have pity on them, man. They're taking one for the team. They are literally having like an acne pus shower. It's actually pretty nasty. So hats off to that probe. He's probably covered in it. Might get in his gears and shit. Do you guys think Protoss have gears? I feel like Protoss wouldn't really have gears. I feel like you'd look inside a Protoss robot and it's just like this weird, smooth, empty thing, and they just put a crystal in it and they're like, yeah, it's powered through magic. I feel like that's pretty much all Protoss technology, right? I don't know if they actually make that much sense. Anyways, these Chads are just patrolling, looking for an opening. I mean, they can 2v1 a spore pretty easily, especially if they use their Pismatic alignment. For now, they're looking for workers, but, I mean, there's nothing mining. Queen Air, of course, gonna come over and start to work on those Chads. Whoa, that's a big Locust wave. Not being microed just yet, though, so they are getting aggroed by the cannon. The cannon buys a bit of time. The probes will evacuate, and that's going to keep the Nexus alive. These 2 Void Rays up in the main microing around. That hatchery is actually taking a bruise, and uh-oh, Chads are taking big damage, though. Nice spore movement, and they're going to have to regen their shields and come back in later. Meanwhile, we are going to see... Oh my god, that Void Ray barely survived. They're going to go to the left and try to clear up this base, but there's more spores and another Queen. Oracle's trying to build up. There's a fleet beacon as well, ready to get some Tempests or Carriers out. Oh, that Void Ray's got to be careful. There's a spore there. Does lose one of the Chads. And without his bro, I mean, a Chad really on his own is not that brave, not that powerful. More Locusts coming forward. I mean, a Void Ray can kill maybe 1 or 2 Locusts, but the rest, especially if they click on that Nexus, could knock Flow back down to 1 base. And indeed, the target fire is good. Sheep says, get wrecked, you dirty piece of crap with your cannon rush. Little does he know, though, Flow's got the corner base. The gold base is up and running. And remember, these Locusts, they have a timed life. They do not last forever. A long cooldown between each wave. Sheep with this base mining. This base not actually mining yet. It's very awkward macroing off these like distant bases that are also separate. I feel like Sheep's doing a great job, but needs to build a lot more drones. Spore crawlers, everyone you build eats a drone's life, right? And as the oracles build up and so on, you're going to need a bit more economy. I mean, right now we're looking at a 43 probe Florencio up against a 20 drone Zerg. And don't get me wrong, they're not efficient. There's 30 probes on just 5 mineral patches there. But the moment that recall comes off cooldown, he's going to recall those down to the gold base. And I wouldn't even mind him expanding all the way along the bottom side of the map. Few more drones here. Still no Nidus Worm, but yeah, more drones coming out. He's building spines in the main, and that's a little confusing to me. He's going to go Spire, which is not a bad choice here, especially with Tempest being on the map. Just get enough Corruptors to overwhelm the Chad, and then jump on those Tempests. I'm pretty sure a Corruptor kicks the shit out of a Tempest in a one-on-one battle. I don't actually know exactly how it scales, but cost for cost, much, much better. Spore Crawler goes down. This base is going to get taken out, man. And there's not that many other places where Sheep can expand to. I wouldn't mind the Spores trying to run forward and just burrow on the Tempests. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Another Nidus Worm does pop up. I think that was up in the top right. Indeed, it is. Flow's just chilling, man. Oh, whoa. Flow, you got to hit that inject, man. That recall. You got to inject that recall. Oh! There we go. That income was pretty shitty. Watch this income go up now that this gold gets saturated. He's going to move out and start taking more bases as well. The Tempest sieging this one down. I mean, these Queens are going to try to run forward. Flow's going to have to pull back that weak one, but oh, he's killing the high energy Queen. Nice, he gets it. Takes a little bit of damage. But you know what? A third Tempest. Oh my god, there's 5 Tempests. What the fudge? And look at that income. His income's just more than doubled now that he's got that gold base properly saturated. The queens get absolutely smushed into the ground, and cheeky bugger one base Swarmos player thought he was doing great. Oh, he goes to get out. Florencio says, you can't leave, dickhead. The drones are going to burrow. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Throw some dirt on your head, hide in the ground? You're not getting out of here, mate. You're not getting out. You're fudged. You're fudged, bro. 4 drones are mining there. He's actually broken out with spines. And he's going to be able to retake this base, but Flo's got a third up. This one's well saturated. He's preparing, of course, extra gateways for the 17-minute Stalker, unupgraded Stalker swap. I mean, it began as a meme in my eyes, and then it slowly did dawn on me that it actually was the reality in Florencio's mind, was 17-minute unupgraded Stalker as a legit way to try to win the game. Now, that Overseer is going to go down. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, get it. Oh, he's worried. Oh, he tries to force field it to block it from unloading. I feel like Florencio... I have a really gross analogy going through my head, but he always does this, right? Flo's the master of, like, walling in buildings so units can't pop out. Well, like, basically, every time when someone's about to, like, burst, I feel like he squeezes down and limits the flow, and we see it there. He's like, you know, he's such an expert when it comes to stopping things exploding. It's like people think they're about to get out a zealot or a stalker to defend his cannon rush, and he always walls it in and it gets trapped, and then it gets killed by the cannon. You know, there's all this sort of, he's very good at this sort of maneuver. Even there, trying to force field to make sure nothing could unload from the Nidus Worm, just blocks all the area around it. A lovely maneuver from Florencio. Takes out this corner base like it's nothing. Oh, the 2 zealots from the early game do decide to run across. But death by hentai tentacle. You know, it happens. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a forge going up there as well. Oh my god, that's a lot of swarm hosts. That's like too many swarm hosts, right? Hey, they're even gonna burrow. Oh no. Oh man, this base is gonna die to the next wave. Corruptors are trying to build up. No, don't go yet. That's too many Tempests. No, sheep. Maths. 5 Tempests. I mean, 5 Corruptors not beat 8 Tempests and a Void Ray. Florencio is such a Chad. He's not even prismatic alignmenting. This is like watching just an alpha Chad. You see there, leading his fucking harem of Tempests. He literally sees a bunch of these virgin Corruptors run forward, and they're like, get out of here, stop bullying us. And he literally is picking his nose, doesn't even use his prismatic alignment, picking his nose while punching them in the head one at a time, knocks out all 5 of those virgins, and another virgin comes in, didn't even join the pack initially. Sheep, you had to wait for another handful of Corruptors, you had the money for it too. Oh no, Sheep went too early. Is gonna start taking out the base with the Locusts, forces these probes to go become refugees, and then realizes, well, it doesn't matter, there's a gigantic air fleet on me tech. I am Dunsies, mate. And yes, there's nothing more disrespectful than picking your nose while you punch someone in the head. It shows disrespect. Like lambs to the slaughter. Nice. Wow, this was a good game flow. I love that your opponent was actually the one who really took advantage of the map. This was really cool, right? It was the Zerg player who went down there. Flo already had a probe. And I don't know if that was planning to take the gold himself or planning to scout if the Zerg went for the gold. Probably a bit of both. Bit of column A, bit of column B. The Zerg took the gold. The Zerg went for the island. The Zerg noticed the Swarmos. But Flo slapped down the weirdness at every turn. GG, well played. Yeah, he was creative, but he wasn't as good as the Flow, was he?